Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new series. It is near the end of 2025. We have about 26 days left in this calendar year. Isn't that crazy? So we're going to start a series here counting down the top 25 products of 2025. And there's not a lot to choose from. I made an entire list, and there's only slightly more than 25 products that were even put out in 2025. A lot of products we still are completely missing and haven't heard anything about. For example, there's been no Stadium Club, no mention of Triple Threads, no mention of Museum Collection. Bowman's Best, where's that at? Bowman Draft, I guess, is coming out sometime next year. Where's Archive Signature Series, Retired Player Edition? Those are all some of my favorite releases, and they're nowhere to be found. So hopefully they're coming out in 2026 at some point. But we'll cover what's been released this year. It's been a weird year production-wise. I feel like the amount of sets is just way, way, way down from what we're used to. I believe I did this series last year or the year before, and I think that I did the top 40, and I had to eliminate probably like 20 different products. There's definitely about double the amount of products in previous years than what we had this year. But I still got 25. Now, some products aren't going to make the list just because there's no way that I can do a box of Transcendent or Diamond Icons because they're just so expensive. There would be no takers on them. But we got just about 25 products, and we're going to start with the worst and work our way up to the best. So thank you very much for being here, everybody. I hope everyone's having a very pleasant Saturday. A lot of these days, we're going to get 2 videos because we have our top 25 series, and then there's also going to be mixed in like your Walmart videos, your new release preview videos, your Mystery Box Monday videos, your Face-Off Fridays, and stuff like that. So we'll have a lot of days, 2, sometimes maybe even 3 videos. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything, and turn on those post notifications. So we'll start off with 2025 Donruss. It's number 25 on my list. And this was probably my least favorite product to open in 2025. I just hated this product so much. Not particularly because it's Donruss or anything like that, but I hated the way these cards were collated in the packs. It was like I was opening boxes of 1990 Upper Deck where all the cards are flipped every which way. It's almost like they just took all the cards at the plant, threw them all up in the air, then picked them all up off the ground and just put them in the packs. But anyway, this box is for Robert M. If you'd like to sponsor any of these videos in this top 25 countdown, I am putting them on our Patreon page. You can buy the spots on there. Also on our Patreon page, we always give you a heads up when the Pick Your Team rounds open up on Whatnot. And we also have some monthly tiers that send you monthly packages. So if you want to check that out, that's in the description along with everything else, like our upcoming Whatnot streams and all of that good stuff. Now, the one good thing about 2025 Donruss, there's not all that much to talk about that's good about this product, in my opinion. I mean, it is at the bottom of my list. They give you 3 hits, which is nice. That's a positive. These boxes go for about $140 a piece. I sold it to Robert for way less than that. There's 3 hits a pack. I don't know. That's about it for the positives. The negatives are there's no active players in this. All of the photos are airbrushed. And then, my goodness, the collation is just a pain in the butt to open up. So we'll see. Maybe we got a good box here where they're not flipped every which way, but we'll see. There's a Bubba Chandler right there. Another thing that I dislike about this design, or this product, is the design is just, looks like a 7th grader did it, honestly, with very little knowledge. Like, here's a Nick Kurtz. Nick Kurtz is a great player. Look how boring the card looks. Like, it looks like maybe I made this on 1993 Microsoft Publisher. Like, I could probably do a better job as a 12-year-old making this card in 1993. Just rated prospect, a bunch of empty space right there. Nick Kurtz, great player, but just a terrible design. Maybe the worst design of 2025, honestly. All right, so here we go. It's Donruss time. You got Luis Angel Acuna, rated rookie right there. At least the cards looks like we're okay. Literally every other card's going to be rotated 90 degrees. It looks like there's Jake Peavy. We have our autograph right off the bat. The Peavy is numbered, and there's going to be 3 hits. So Ethan Anderson, rated prospect auto, gets us going. It is not numbered, but there is hit number 1. It's the one good thing about the hobby boxes of Donruss that I felt like always gave them at least a little bit of a foothold on Topps. I never considered Panini to be better than Topps, but the fact that they would give you 3 hits in a hobby where Topps would give you 1 was definitely a big bonus. Was Cam Smith. Nowadays, I'll tell you what, for Update's been pretty crazy. Nowadays, a lot of Update hobbies are giving you 2 hits. Another thing I don't like about this, you can't even see the name. Like, can you even see that name? They went what, 2021 Topps font size on you there, and they even made it foil too. So look, you can't even see the foil. Can you see that name there? It doesn't even look like there's a name. You have to like move it so the light hits it just perfectly. Kind of reminds me of 2015 Bowman. I hate 2015 Bowman a lot because the names are real small on the side vertically, and you can't see them unless you get the light to hit it just ever so good. There's Bubba Chandler. He'll be in the rotation this year, and Pirates are pretty deep with the rotation. They made a big trade today, 5-player trade. We got Hurston Waldrop. It's numbered to 25. It's an artist proof. Kind of has the vintage stock feel to it. There's Roman Anthony, rated prospect. Yeah, but Pirates have picked up the password. That's his nickname, the password. Nobody can say his name. I believe it's pronounced Justinson Nixon. It looks like Jay Hosty Nixon, but I think it's Justinson Garcia, not Justinson Nixon. Yeah, his name's really tough. 23-year-old, looks like he's going to be our starting left fielder, which is going to be a big improvement over Tommy Pham out there. So that's somewhat exciting. We'll see how that works out. They traded Yana Oviedo, who was going to be like a 4th or 5th starter for us. Kobe Mayo's numbered to 199. But we'll see how it works out. Last time we traded with Boston, we traded Quinn Priester, and Quinn Priester had the best winning percentage of any Major League pitcher in the entire Major Leagues this past year with like an 81.3% winning percentage. We'll see. Hopefully it works out. Not too much going on so far outside of the autograph. There's that Nick Kurtz prospect card, Craig Biggio right there. Got the Jordan Lawler. Stack number 1 almost in the books. Insert card of Luis Angel Acuna on the Diamond Marvels. Ben Hess and Seaver King. Again, it's all prospects in this, and then there's also some older players mixed in. I do not know how Panini is going to survive over the next coming years. They have lost the basketball license to Topps. You've probably seen Topps have been going crazy with their Topps basketball flagship packs everywhere. I went into the Target the other day, and they had a massive, giant stand-up display, like a big cardboard cutout of Cooper flag with a ton of blasters on both sides. It was actually pretty cool. I wish that they would have done that for baseball. It was right in the middle of the main aisle. But yeah, Topps is pushing basketball hard. Panini's lost that license. They've lost the football license. I don't know if they're going to continue to keep pumping stuff out for basketball and football without the licenses. They might have to do like what they do with baseball and just focus on older players and prospects. Panini has just a few baseball releases now. They still have Prism. They still make that. They still make National Treasures, which is one of their best ones. I don't think that they did Flawless this year. There's a Dylan Cruz. These names are just really... This is definitely the worst design of 2025. Like, I hate this design. Ken Griffey Jr., I can actually read that name because it's not foiled. It is their optic version. Emmett Sheehan on the Diamond Dominance, or Debut Dominance insert right there. We'll get that one sleeved up in case it might be one of their rarer inserts that they might have. We've got a random piece of card shard stuck to that one. Andrew Jones, he's going to be trying to get into the Hall of Fame. Josue Gonzalez is a great prospect. You saw him in Bowman. Got our second hit coming up right now. It's a Jersey King, Augustin Ramirez from the Marlins, numbered to 99. So Ethan Anderson auto, Augustin Ramirez. Some of you will recognize the name Augustin Ramirez from Topps Update. He's got cards in that. We've got Christian Moore. He's a good prospect. You'll be seeing his rookie in 2026. The 2026 rookie class might be all right. I think it's gonna be pretty good. You're gonna have Christian Moore in there with Colson Montgomery and others. There's Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly, Bubba Chandler. I'm looking forward to that one. There's Roman Anthony. Looking forward to him. It's gonna be a good class. I wonder if they're gonna stick them all in Series 1. We might be looking at expensive boxes again next year. Luis Angel Acuna on the orange, numbered to 199. And hey, it's already it's almost mid-December. Another week, we'll be in the middle of the month. We'll be getting real busy next week. Chrome updates coming out on the 10th. There's Paul Skeens. He still has a card, I guess. There's Junior Caminero, still getting a card in this. So some of these younger players, they're still able to get them in there somehow. We've got a spacer here. If you're new to the hobby, they put this in there because the relic packs are typically much thicker with Donruss, so you can just grab that pack and buy it and get one of the hits. So they try to put some decoys out there, basically. Topps doesn't really have that problem because what Topps does is they eliminate cards from the pack. So if you get a relic in your pack, there might be like 2 or 3 less cards in there, so that the thickness of the packs are all still the same, which is really smart. I don't know why Panini doesn't do that. All right, here we go for Robert, his stack number 3. We got 2 hits so far. We're hoping for a third. There is no guarantee of a third pack with Donruss. They always say on the box, 3 hits per box on average. So let's see what else we can find from this just really, really boring release. Like I couldn't imagine doing, I don't think we ever did a break of this, like in a team break style or anything like that. There's a Nick Kurtz Diamond Marvels card. Is it just me, or is this design just so bad? Like, it might be one of the worst designs ever. Like, freaking like 2013 Triple Play might be better than this. Just such a bad design. There's Ryan Clifford numbered to 30, and I don't mean to be negative, but it is last place amongst my 2025 products. There's Jackson Chorio, James Wood right there. Got Jim Thome as I continue to have to rotate these cards around and around. Spencer Jones for the Yankees, insert card right there. We've got Mariano Rivera, one of the best ever. Reggie Jackson, Roger Clemens. So if you like old players, I could see how this might be for you. Also, I believe they make dollar packs of Donruss that you can find out there. There's the Miz, Jacob Mizrowski. Youngest ever All-Star. He pitched in 5 games and got an All-Star berth. I still think that's ridiculous, honestly. I know that if you're a Brewer fan, you think he deserves it. He's a big up-and-coming prospect, but still just 5 games. That's basically, what, maybe like a month's worth of work? Maybe not even. Starters pitch usually once a week. Sometimes they might have 2 starts in a week if they're on a 5-man rotation. Don't get me wrong, he'll be good. But there was a lot of even players that were really upset. I remember Trey Turner calling it an absolute joke because who was his guy that got left off? Someone on the Phillies. I think Christopher Sanchez got left off the roster, and he finished second in the Cy Young voting to Paul Skeens. And he didn't even make the All-Star team, but the Miz did. But anyway, I still like Mizrowski. I think he'll be a good player. He'll have many more All-Star appearances. Let's see what else. There should be one more hit left in this stack for Robert. Franklin Arias right there. Trey Morgan of the Rays. Can't even see the name. Kendall George. There's Bucky Dent getting a card. The Big Hurt. Frank Thomas. By the way, the backs of the cards, if you're wondering what they look like, it just gives you the same picture that's on the front. So that's super low effort, I feel like. I mean, I like the fact that there's a picture on the back. That's pretty cool. But why do you got to make it the same exact picture? And then it gives you one stat line and a little bit of information. I felt like back in the late 80s and early 90s, Donruss was really, really good on their backs. Like, it was just like, it was almost like a mini Wikipedia page on each player on the back of the Donruss card. They had how they were acquired. They had all of their career highlights written out. The only bad thing about it was they only gave you their most recent 5 years of experience. So if you had a good player, I always like to look at the entire stat record, like a baseball reference page as a kid. There's Jimmy Rollins. It's numbered to 25, another one of those artist proof cards, which has the vintage stock feel. So far, still just the 2 hits, the Jersey King bat relic and the autograph of Ethan Anderson. Nothing too crazy. Be nice to get something big here. Hoping for that third hit. It may or may not happen. We're down to about a pack's worth of stuff. Maybe a pack and a half. Got Willie Stargell right there. Checking to see if it's numbered. Doesn't even appear to be numbered. Bryce Aldridge, and there it is. Seaver King, probably the best card of the box. Pretty decent prospect with the Nationals. It's numbered to 35, so 3 hits, and I'm glad that 2 of them were autos. Chase DeLauder made his Major League debut in the playoffs. That doesn't happen all the time for the Guardians. We got a green coming up. It's going to be Ryan Waldschmidt, and it looks like we got a clear as well. It's going to be Dante Norrie. Checking the back to see if it's numbered. It does not appear to be numbered. I missed the Clearly Authentic set. That was a good set. I don't think they've done that since 2022. The green, by the way, is numbered to 149. Rintaro Sasaki and Braylon Payne wraps it up. So that's 2025 Donruss. I've got it at the bottom of my list. Some of you might like it. I don't know if any of you would have it at number 1 or even in the top 10. Some of you are big Panini lovers, and that's fine. Everybody likes different products for different reasons. This product just isn't for me. This entire series is based off of what I think of it. You know, I'm going to be looking at things like the design, for example, the price point, the hits, the hit quality, the amount of numbered cards you get, the amount of cards you get. I'm going to be taking all that into consideration and just ranking all the products from the best, in my opinion, to the worst. And this is at the bottom for me. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have a product that you really liked in 2025, it's more than likely coming up, unless it's like a super expensive one like Diamond Icons or Transcendent. But if you'd like to check us out on Whatnot, we're live there a few times a week. We're live on Wednesdays and Sundays. We do breaks. And also we've started Fridays. We did, I think, 3 or 4 rounds last night. 4 rounds of breaks last night with flash sales. I sold 4 cases of stuff. And so check us out on Fridays as well. And then we do singles on Tuesdays. So that's actually 4 nights a week now that we're up to on Whatnot. And if you'd like to come on by and use this $15 code, first you have to sign up using this code right here. Scan that QR code and then sign up. Or just if you want to do it the old-fashioned way, you can type in that whole link right there and sign up with that. And then what happens is after you create an account using this link, you'll get $15 loaded into your Whatnot account to use in my break or anybody's break or anybody's stream. It's not just baseball cards or sports cards that are sold on Whatnot. There's a whole bunch of stuff: clothes, shoes, food. I don't know why, but I've gone down the rabbit hole of buying large flat rate boxes of food for super cheap. I'm like, geez. Yesterday I bought a box of food for $10. It was like 3 packs of Chips Ahoy cookies and some other stuff, and then the lady put literally 30 Slim Jims, like the full-size Slim Jims on there, and I got the box for like $10. I was like, those Slim Jims are like $2.29 a piece, and I will eat those. So I don't know. There's just letting you know, there's a ton of stuff that you can buy outside of baseball cards on Whatnot. But if you like our streams and you like our stuff, come on by and use that $15. If you want to sell your own cards, you know, it is Christmas, so if you want $150 extra to spend on yourself, buy yourself a hobby box of Update with it with $150, or if you want just $150 for some extra shopping, it wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe try it out and make an account, a seller account. This is how you get a seller account. If you don't use this code, my code right here, you won't get the $150 bonus. You can still become approved as a seller, but they won't give you anything extra. With this, you can sell your cards, and during the first week, they'll match whatever you sell up to $150. All you have to do is be live for at least 2 hours and sell to at least 5 different people. I would suggest starting your stuff off at $1 a piece, having some decent cards that people are going to want, and also run giveaways during your stream. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You could just literally grab some random pack of cards, like a 1990 Donruss pack, and give that away, or just a random, just semi-decent base card, like, I don't know, maybe you have a George Brett card from 86 Topps, and you do that as a giveaway. Like, people like giveaways, and that'll get some people into your streams initially to get you started. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have a great Saturday, and I hope that you'll hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any of these top 25 videos. This is always a fun way to end the year. And then the plan is at the very end of the year, the very last day of the year, is to do a recap of the top 25. I think I'm going to extend it to top 50, because if I do, I want to do the top 25 cards in my collection and update that video every year and do a new one. But there's going to be some years where my top 25 cards might not even change. Like, I might add 1 extra card. So I think I might do top 50 this year. That'll be on the last day of the year. And then we also have the top 20. I think we're doing the top 25 pulls of 2025. I believe Ross is on that one, doing all the research and finding the top 25 pulls on the channel. So lots of good stuff in December. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your evening. Check us out on Whatnot tomorrow. And we might even have a second video for you coming later with the Mitchell and Ness Allen and Ginter boxes. So thanks for watching, and see you all later. Good night, everybody.